Yes, well, I'm Scott, 53, divorced, depressed, gambling addict, borderline alcoholic, brackets functioning, and I work with paedophiles, or comedy gold mines. Divorce was mainly because of the gambling, but you know it's never one thing, is it? You know, little things build up if you're not paying attention. I've always thought of marriage a bit like a zombie. It won't survive without the head. But it was mainly the gambling, as I say. I was quite good at gambling, but if I stuck to the things that I know, like football and racing and whatnot. But when you sat up at 2 AM in the morning waiting for the result of the Tibetan table tennis match, you know, you've got to take stock of it, you know. Unfortunately, by that time I'd lost something in the region of, I think it would be 1 house, 2 kids and a 5-star credit rating. And that all led to the inevitable cycle of depression and drinking. I mean, I don't want to oversell the drinking thing, but I've just got back from Denmark with my friend. And when I arrived at Copenhagen Airport, there was a bloke from Carlsberg holding my name. He took me to a limo with a private name, a number plate that just had my initials on it. He said it was the least he could do, something like that. But I'm on the antidepressants as well, been on them for a while. Which sort of, it gets rid of the lows, it gets rid of the big lows, but also gets rid of the highs, so if it's any consolation, I'm not enjoying this either. But there's other side effects. I mean, I was worried about the side effects because they can be quite contradictory. You can either have reduced appetite, increased appetite. You can have euphoria, or you can have suicidal thoughts. But the most worrying one was you can have erectile dysfunction or permanent erections. And you really need to know in advance if you want to plan something. But don't try and see if you can tell which one it is at the moment, because you'll never see from there, trust me. Honestly, it's like Morse code down there. It's just a dash and 2 dots. Which, funnily enough, is a big D. Bit ironic, isn't it? Just to emphasise that point, I did have to go for a scan on the old thingies a while back. As all men should do, you know, if you think you're worried about anything. All women, it's 2025, I'm an ally, sisters. It's tough keeping up with the modern world when you're in your 50s. I mean, me and my friends, we're from the generation when you used to find porn in a bush, and now you don't find a bush in porn. It's hard keeping up, anyway, back to my balls. So, I'm there laid down with my, my pants and my ankles. I've still got my boxer shorts on it. It'd be odd to take them off while she's giving me instructions. We just keep them on, and she, obviously she was pretty. Obviously, why wouldn't she be? And so I'm desperately trying to flush all the blood away from the central area of my body, just with using willpower. Trying to distract myself by, just look at the clock. Sounds like a cock. Look at the hands on the clock. She's going to put hands on your cock. I say hands, one of them would have been just grasping at thin air. A point which she is about to hit home in brutal fashion. She says to me, Scott, I'd just like you to roll your boxer shorts down. I'm going to give you some paper hand towels, and I would like you to hold your penis, it is a penis, away so I can just scan your testicles. I was fine, she wheeled away to get some paper towels, I rolled my boxes down. She took a big handful out of the box, she turned back, had a look at it and put half of them back. Everyone's a critic. So this is for charity. I'm not doing the ball charity, I don't think it's called the ball charity, I think it's got a different name. And I couldn't really get behind, well, I could get behind it, but I wanted something a bit more challenging than, November, just growing a moustache, or Veganuary. Wanted something with a bit more meat on it. I tried to come up with some charity ones myself. So I started with September. That's, you can only use what you've stolen. Then there was Gaypril. That was 4 weeks of homosexuality. Give or take. And then the last one was July, which was Holocaust Denial Month. But apparently Farage did that about 40 years ago, so I couldn't. And I know what you're thinking. But Scott, what about the pedos? I'll get to them. I say I work with them. I'm not building websites or cataloguing Polaroids or anything like that, you know. I have a dark room. I work with them in a correctional sense. I'm not giving them advice, I'm not like that, you know what I mean? Not that. And people, when I started, people said to me, oh, I couldn't do that, you know, horrible people, I don't know you work with them. But they are surprisingly easy to get along with, and very trustworthy, because can they keep a secret? But to maintain a good working relationship, it is best not to try and find out what they're doing, try and behave, don't Google them, anything like that. Because you don't want to find out, you know, you've been fist bumping a hand at high-five Wolf Harris in appalling circumstances. Yeah, I know. I thought that was all. I did find it a bit weird, impressed with people like Harris and Savile and things. I think they glorify it a little bit, which I don't think is helpful. They use words like historic sex offences, don't they? And I don't think we should be describing sex offences in the same way we describe more Farage the Olympic gold or England's 2005 Ashes win. I think it just gives the wrong impression. Anyway, at least for charity, well, I do have another favour to ask you. You've all been very generous, it's been amazing. But I have got something I'm trying to get through up to what I started a campaign back in where I come from in Teesside. I'm petitioning the local council regarding the outrageous charges to park. I know there's a problem here as well. So I'll set up a Facebook group, if you can all go along and have a look. It's a bit of a mouthful. It's called People in Stockton Say Stop Fiscal Larceny in Public Pay Stations. Piss slaps for short. Easy to find. We haven't had much of an intake so far, but we are accepting members and all comers are welcome. And if you can all go along and support it, and if it's a big success, I'll be hoping to open piss slaps all over the country. Anyway, I'll go now because there's a command. I've got 50 quid on the command match. So thank you very much.